This is another tool from Lee Nielsen based on some specifications from Steve Latta, and I'm using it now. It's got some scraper blades in the back of this, and this bandsawed holly is a little rough with the bandsaw, so I can pull it through and smooth that out. This is about 3/16 square holly, and I'll turn it around to get the other end. That smooths it out pretty nice. And now I'm ready to saw it on the little device here. I use this miter box, so to speak, to cut the miters on the end of the holly strips. So there are a lot of different angles on here based on other work that I've done over the years. But this is the 45-degree slot, and just using a Japanese saw here to cut that miter. And when I cut it to length, then I'll cut the length just to show you how I do that. You just hold it here and then work the saw like that. Then I can also do a miter joint from the opposite end with this slot. So that becomes quite a useful tool for cutting these holly pieces. I've cut this piece of holly, and it has a 45-degree miter cut on one end and then a flat cut on the other end, which will be butted up to another piece. But this is this straight holly, and I have a bowed front on the drawer front, about like that. So to help glue this into place, I need to get a little bit of a bend in this holly. So I'm dipping it in water, I'm getting it wet. Then I've got a soldering iron here, and I can just rub it against that end of the soldering iron a little bit, let it heat up and heat that water and loosen the lignin, I guess it is, in the holly, so that it gives it a little bit of a bow. There you can see I'm already getting the bow, and I don't need much to help me with the gluing. This is probably enough. Oh yeah, that's going to be enough of a bow. So this is ready then to glue onto the drawer front. I'm ready to glue a piece of holly to this border of the drawer front, and I've already bowed the holly a little bit with some heat and moisture, and that'll fit right in here. I've got the miter joint positioned, and then there'll be a butt joint here. There'll be another piece that goes over here, and then there'll be a third piece that goes in the middle with butt joints there. So I'm ready to position this with the glue and get that stuck in there. And sometimes I just use a little block of wood to help me press on the piece while I glue it up. So I can kind of press on this edge. This is fat. It's 3/16. I only need an 1/8 by an 1/8, but it's 3/16 square, so it's sitting proud at both proud of this surface and proud of this surface. That'll be, after the glue's dried, then that'll be hand planed flush. So I'm ready to apply the hot hide glue here. And first, I'm going to put it on the holly, on the inside face and the adjoining face, and then I get it on this little groove, or this rebate here. And then get the miter joint positioned accurately and begin to press down at an angle so that I'm pressing it so that hopefully there's no, it's against and beating that out a little bit, and then let me just give that some extra pressure here on a diagonal basis. Miter joint's in a good position. It seems to be sticking well. So that's stuck. So the next stage, I'll put another piece in this area here, and then I'll put another cut piece with miters on both ends to fill up this area here.